Yeah, even I'm
So
doing
not
well.
bad.
Okay. Yeah, so what we'll be speaking about today is our daily UI7. So I hope you're excited to share your design. So I've seen your design as well, and you have seen my design. So we'd speak about the creative pathways that we both took, and we would speak about the nuances, right? So the nuances of the design,
Okay.
everything that we have created so far, and so the choice, the fonts we used, everything about it would be speaking today. So I would be sharing my screen and I would speak about my design first, and after that, we would see your design too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Ganesh. So I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible, Arvind. You can see the setting screen.
Yeah,
You already done the typography and color palette. Amazing.
yeah, I've already done it actually. So this one was a very quick design actually. I spent not much time on it, but it turned out really good. So I just wanted to keep everything simple, and I went for a flat design. Yeah, I didn't use any images. So this is one of the few designs I haven't used any images actually, and I'm really happy because though it took not much of a time, it turned out well. I've used only one font to keep everything in uniform state. And so, one thing which I really like about this UI in particular is it is very easy to read stuff, right? So, it is not, so it's very easy to comprehend as well. So, the icons are huge, it's big. The font is also easily readable. And the scheme also is very simple, but it's easy on the eyes, which is the main reason why I went for this black. And as I already told you guys earlier, so this particular color, right, I'm obsessed with it. So I use it even here, and it really went well along with this red, black, and white scheme. And it looks simple, but it's functional. So it's the main reason why I chose all these three colors. And one more reason why I went for this scheme was white and black, right? So you can uh, use it along with many different colors. So, like for instance, if you have a phone which runs on Android 12 like operating system, for example, so that operating system uses the so it uses from the scheme of the picture you set as your wallpaper to entirely. Choose your scheme of colors across the entire UI. So in case if you have green, you can make this red color as green with a muted green accent behind. So this is expansive thing. So we don't need to have it restricted. So in future iterations, if we want to have it in a more with other colors as well, it is easily implementable. So it's the main reason why I went for this flat color scheme. So I hope it is good and functional. Yeah, guys. So, what's your take on it?
Uh, I would just say it's like, see, you tell me usually mine is functionable, right? I feel your design is actually functionable today
Yeah,
than
today it's more functional. I didn't take
yeah.
any risks, I can say, on this.
And I guess during this design you are not ready to put it as daily UI because you are not satisfied with it. If I'm right,
Yeah, that's true
right?
because
You are not ready to.
yeah, that's right. That's right. I was not ready to post this as a daily UI, but I ended up posting it as a daily UI because I had no option.
No, it's not about no option. I think you should embrace it, even if it's good or bad. Because people, what they do is they only want to show the best ones.
Okay.
So it's fine to show your journey, right? People many times want to see your journey. They want to see how you go from knowing nothing to knowing something. Only when I show something like this, people will know like, oh wow, okay, this is different. He's been here also, right? It's
Yeah.
not like every day. Now if you see your yesterday's daily UI, oh my god, it was amazing. Even though we didn't have a session yesterday, but yesterday's UI which you put, I think, which was day 30 or which one? Yesterday's day.
It was day 33.
Day 33. Man, that car thing. I really loved it. And the one before that saved was, I mean, now your designs are so good. Even if you do not want it to be good, it will be good, right? So that's one thing. So guys, you can always replicate designs, right? You don't have to replicate them exactly. You can take one design, you can replicate this design if you like it. So I've done replication sometimes. I've done similar designs. I've been inspired by a few designs. I'll do the same structure but maybe different colors. So that is normal. So here, Arvind, what he has done is he's gone with something original. So when you're trying something out on your original, you tend to not have the best design. But who knows if this will be the trend in the future, right? And what I liked in this was it was more like a card type, where it's so simple. It just optimizes space. It just everything is concealed in one place. It's not too separated in your design. So if I want display, it's there. The finger reach for me, it's easier. When it's too long, I'll have to scroll. Here I don't have to scroll. So that's functionally this is like really good according to me.
Yeah, so it turned out I actually like this one, but not that much. But I'm really happy that you liked it and it turned out functional. So it does serve a purpose, and I'm really happy about that. And actually, it took me about an hour to create this UI. So I think I've not messed up a lot of areas, and I've posted a good UI. So I hope you guys also like it and it's better. Yeah, your settings page was really good, Ganesh. So I hope everybody would be interested in seeing your UI, and I would like to hear from you, like your thought process, so that went into that design. So you just have a look at yours.
Sure, I'll just share my screen then. So guys, here you can see my daily UI for day 7. Right? So here, as you may see, it's a very simple color scheme. I think this is something that comes in Apple design, I guess. I was inspired by one of the designs which was very, very simple. So that's the reason I went with this. I've used very minimal colors. I've used the same color. I've changed the coloring. I've made it lighter, darker. That's the only thing I've done. But the main reason I went with this design was I wanted to be white and have contrast. So here, see, Arvind's thing is one best part is everything is in one place. Here I given a lot of spacing. So if your finger reaches more, right, the heat touch area. So for me, this is more, but his that is more simplified. Mine is more aesthetic. This is more functional. So mine, I just like this color. So it's like I wanted to give an option where you could, keep a custom theme. And so you change it to green. All of this will be in different shades of green. You change it to yellow. All of this will be in different shades of yellow. So that was the main idea behind this theme. And I named this person as Dober, so I thought this was a Doberman. That's the only thing. And yeah, I just went with red for another reason being that this guy had red man. So I just took the color from here, inspiration from this color, and just went with it. So if this was a yellow background, I'd have gone with something yellow or green, and vice versa. So that's it, Arvind, for me.
Yeah, Ganesh, I really like the profile pictures you use. So your previous profile picture also is really good. You used so the dog pic, right? It was really nice. So your choice of picking those images are really great. I really like them.
But no one can read your backgrounds. That is there, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Your
because
thoughts.
I'm obsessed with those things. I spend so in my creation process, I spend most of my time in picking the background than creating the design. Seriously, I'm so obsessed with background. So obviously, if it is not that good, right? I've not made justice to the time that I've spent in picking those backgrounds. I spent a lot of time doing that. So because I'm really interested in them. So if I start to look for a background, right, I don't realize that time passes by. So I just scroll through a lot of images. I pick the image which is really well suited. So it turns out well because I really liked it because actually I've been doing that for a very long time because I post quotes right on Insta or yourquote.com. So it's in my habit to choose a very great background because a background, right, without you having to put much effort makes it look better because you don't need to do much. So if you pick a good background, it instantly makes your UI look better instantly, like, so you don't need to do anything much. See, I posted right that car thing. I didn't do much because just because the background image was really good, it made the entire UI look good. So it's worth yeah, it's worth spending time on that background. So I realize that. So I'm really interested in doing that also, so it turns out well.
Okay.
But another, but the downside of using a background is one thing. So if you in future if you want to expand your UI right across other colors, it's very difficult. It's practically very hard work. You need to again find similar such background, those stuff. But if you have a flat design with actual UI elements, it's easy to do. You can just go ahead and change it according to so the other elements of your operating system or UI. So yeah, it has downsides also, but on the face of it, it looks good. So yeah, everything has downsides, right? So you can't expect everything to be on the up note.
Okay, nice, nice.
I really liked your UI
Excuse me.
because see, it's the opposite of what happened yesterday. So like day before yesterday, the day before yesterday, mine was aesthetically more attractive and yours was functional. Today, mine is more functional and yours is more aesthetically attractive. So it yeah. So we tend to do that, right? Because we see a lot of UIs. I see yours, you see mine. We see many people's UI and we get inspired by them. So you would get inspired even if you don't want to get inspired. So that is a human brain, right? So you might recall it even if you don't want to. So it happens. So I really liked your design better than mine because it is more of my taste, I can say. So
Okay,
if
okay,
if I were to post something, I would post that, not this, not what I created. So, but I'm not. Mine is not that bad, but yeah, it's preference. So we can't say it is a good design, it's a bad design. It's preferential. So some people might um, like it your way, some people might like it my way. So we can't be wrong with anything, right? Yeah. Okay. So I really liked what you posted just now in the morning. It was really good. So you told you did that within 15 minutes. So that's
yeah,
insane.
I did, I did.
15 minutes to create something is no joke. Seriously, I'll tell you what happens is even though I create a UI a day before of posting, right? So when I'm about to post it, I won't click post. I would think twice, thrice, and I would go back. I would change something and I can post it back. So even if everything is completed and ready, right, I would do that because it's not easy to click on post at the very end because you would have tons of ideas that is floating around your head at the last minute. So it is really difficult to think about something, create something, post. That is not a joke, seriously, because it's not easy. I've experienced it. I have experienced this many times. So I've created some. Everything would be completed. Literally everything would be completed. I just would have to click post, but I wouldn't do it. There, I would spend another 15 minutes. So you have spent entire 15 minutes to create something and post it. So that's really a great thing. Actually, I really need to learn from that.
I mean, you
That
you decide your idea. No, no. The only thing is you come decide your idea, but I decide my idea nothing many of the time. I decide what I'm gonna do. I get some inspiration. I be like, this is how I can do it, and how I can do it. And what happens is sometimes when I'm doing it, I improvise and make it better or more worse. It depends. So it's all about how you make your idea better in that moment. But I keep it done. I used to be the guy who used to take 2 days, 3 days, one day to create one UI, and now I'm here creating in 15 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's insane.
So,
Yeah, it could be because of that. You have everything pre-planned in your head, right? So you just need to execute it. Me on the other hand, I rarely do anything. See, the one thing is, yeah, it depends. You approach it in a different way. I'm basically very lazy, so that is one thing. It is not easy to take time, refer other designs, do some analysis on it, do some research on it, make everything ready, then execute it. Me, right? I just go there, open Figma, draw something, create something, post it. So there's a yeah. So if it is done right, so even till the very end, you won't know whether it's good. You would have that thought process which is running in your head saying that, oh, so it could have been better. We could have removed this. We could have added that. So that it is there. So it has downsides, but one thing which I'm really happy about what I do is I don't need to think much. So that's the only thing that is thing. Yeah, so I don't spend much
no,
time.
that's the reason what I do is in weekends especially, right? Weekends I sit and I set up all my live sessions. So basically I do live every day. So what I do is weekend I'll sit for the next 1 week. So what I've started from last week is for 1 week I create all my sessions.
Okay.
1 week I know at this time at 8 p.m. IST I'm gonna have a session. Right? So for the next 1 week I will get my session going. I'll plan it out. And then what will happen is on the day of session, in the morning around after our call, usually many of the times, what I would do is I would go check out in different various sites. I'll Google what are the things, and then I'll try to download an app which is similar and check out the app every day morning. 5-10 minutes, that's all it takes. Then I'll be like, okay, this is something I'd like to do.
Okay.
Then just before you wouldn't believe, before my live session, uh, I correctly start, I get ready for the live session 3 minutes before. So till then, I'll watch a movie or I'll listen to some music. I'll just spend some time before that because I'll finish my work by around 7:38 or almost by the time I start. So post that, the next thing is this. So that's how my thing goes on. So, just 10-15 minutes, man. I mean, in the starting, 1 or 2 hours to look at the design, think, oh, how to do this. Now I know how to play around in Figma. But yeah, next thing would be to add more and more animations, add make more and more components, more interactive.
Okay.
But for all of that, we need to still learn a lot. But yeah, we will learn. I know. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
both will learn. I'll learn. I'll teach you. You learn. You teach me.
Yeah, it's about learning every day, right? So Figma is a open platform, really. So it has a lot of things to learn, and yeah, so we can learn from each other. So if you learn something, I can learn it back from you again, and if I know something, I'll really explain it to you how the process goes. So, so at the end of the day, we both become um, really proficient in what we do. So it's the main goal, right? So. Yeah, as you told, right, you spend some time in preparing. So you spend some time in that prep process. And so it really reflects in your design. So you can avoid a lot of mistakes if you do that. So you don't need to experiment out much because you already have the preconceived idea in your head, right? So you can really execute it. So you can spend that time in execution and creating it. So you don't need to have that confusion in your mind saying that I should do this, I should do that, or so you won't have that thing which is running in your head. So yeah, that is good, but for that you need patience. For that you need to take some time off, do it. Yeah, it's ultimately that's it. So if you put extra effort, if you put that extra time, your output will be really good. So it says for itself, right? So that is what it is. That's great. So yeah, this UI, this day 7 UI, I'm really happy about after speaking with you because you liked it and you told about it. It's functional, so it serves a purpose. I'm really happy about it, and I really liked your UI as well. And I really enjoyed speaking to you, Ganesh, today. So hope you had a great time with me this morning. And
Yeah, it was amazing. Every day time is great time with your man.
okay, so you went
Sorry.
doing well. So even then you joined the session. So thank you for that. That's
I
great.
mean, once we start doing it, we must keep going on. That's all matters in that day.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's good to hear. That's true. So we need to not stop this at any cost. We need to have this done every day so that it would be, it should become a part of our day. Like, so it shouldn't be like I spend some time here and then do stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's a part of the day and I should do it on a regular basis. So it should be naturally done. So we shouldn't even think about that. So it's this time and we need to be doing this. So it should be like that. So it's how we are going forward. And yeah, Ganesh, I really enjoyed speaking to you. So yeah, guys, it's a wrap for today. We'll be speaking tomorrow on our eighth UI design, and I'm really excited to show you that design as well. And hope you guys are also interested in it. Yeah, Ganesh, thank you. So we'll see you tomorrow.
thank you, everyone. Yeah, see you.